Mr. Beast. Apparently, he's suing the people who were making his Beast Burger. This is my understanding. I'm gonna watch this clip here of it from Ethan's podcast, and I guess they're using like Ethan Klein's review as part of it. I actually did try the Mr. Beast Burger and the Mr. Beast bars, and I thought it was really good. My wife and I did it on our other channel, Rob and Dan. Like a shameless plug. Gonna link the video of us trying it in there. But the food was pretty good. The chocolate bars are fine, like they're whatever. The burger was solid. It was just weird because it wasn't seasoned evenly. So the first bite was like terrible, and then the other bites were like really good and flavorful. And I liked the idea fundamentally of what he was doing. Apparently he doesn't, because it was hard to manage, I think, more than anything else. But I liked the idea of Mr. Beast having a brand of a burger, and he would outsource it to different smaller individuals. Or like smaller businesses, and they would make it for him with his ingredient list, and they would sell it, because that's something that that's part of his brand, of course, but then it also generates some revenue for those individuals. The cookies weren't too bad either. I liked them. My wife didn't. I tried the cookies in that video that I linked in the description too. You know, the only issue that could potentially come in, and I'm not super educated on it, is that when they make you like, oh, you have to buy this meat and this, and this, that, and it's like, we're going to take 20%, but you also have to only use our product. It can get like a little bit crazy. But overall, I thought it was an interesting idea. Apparently, Mr. Beast is not a big fan, and so we're going to watch this clip from the clients.
Wait, what does that mean?
Mr. Beast is allegedly suing Ghost Kitchen partners over
Some restaurants that sell Mr. Beast Burger don't make it right, use wrong ingredients. Yeah, that makes sense that they would do that. I mean, it's got to be like relentlessly difficult to properly monitor people from doing that. You know, it could already be difficult enough in like some kind of a franchise store, but now you're doing it to a bunch of different random people that aren't doing it right.
Mr. Beast Burger.
What? And he cites me as an example?
You're one of the videos listed.
Oh, there's... Wait, well, I want to review all the ones. So he's suing... So who's he suing?
I'm just finding it right now. I'm looking into it.
Look at my fat ass with that hamburger.
They closed down.
Yeah, I remember he announced he was winding it down.
Okay, wait. Then
He's
now
suing his partner, Virtual Dining Concepts, allegedly.
Okay, this I'm really interested in. Mr. Beast is suing his Ghost Kitchen partner over inedible Mr. Beast burgers. He's suing them?
Like, what is it that they could have done wrong that would cause like some cause for like a suing? Unless they managed the entire infrastructure of it and they weren't, you know, enacting some kind of a policy or some kind of a responsibility to make sure that the quality of the product was like solid. That might be what it is. Because I mean, I could see that, you know, but I feel like it's also really difficult. I feel like this is one of those things which was like a really cool, fun idea, but also like really difficult in practice to like engage with, because like, again, it's so hard to manage something like that on like such a scale, I feel.
These are the people that tried to make a ghost kitchen with me. And I said, fuck, no, I'm not doing that. Because I saw what a disaster Beast Burger was. I was like, it's just going to be...
Was it really like a disaster for like that long? Really? That's interesting. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I've only had it once. I guess I'm not like super educated on the specifics of it. I didn't realize it was a disaster, though. That's fucking wild.
Shit.
I recreated Willy Wonka's chocolate. We are currently surrounded by countless sharks.
What is happening here?
Mr. Beast partnered with Virtual Dining Concepts to make branded food items. Fans have described Mr. Beast Burger as revolting, disgusting, and so nasty.
I liked it. Oh, dude, that makes sense, though. I have a disgusting palate. Like, I could eat garbage. I literally can eat garbage. I went to like a nice restaurant, La Toscana's or something in the city the other day, and it was like really good food, but it was all stuff I wouldn't normally eat. I normally eat just like really basic shit. For breakfast this morning, I had bologna and cheese. Like, I'm a fucking animal. And they had like really nice, they had like bread with like peaches and tomato and like, what is it, bruschetta. And I was like, what is this? It's disgusting. You know, it's inedible. And I ate it. I was like, wow, this is really good. Like, I have such a damaged palate, I feel like. But I have a palate that, you know, a cheap palate too. I don't have to eat like expensive food, right? So that's my benefit there. But I liked it. It was good, I thought. It just wasn't easily seen. Maybe the place I got it from was just like decent. You know, and the other places that they were making it were garbage. That could have been it too. So that makes the most sense, actually.
YouTube personality MrBeast is suing the company responsible for the branded line of fast food, including the MrBeast burger, citing inedible food deliveries to customers. The company, Virtual Dining Concepts, partnered with James Donaldson, a.k.a. MrBeast, in 2020 to launch the menu.
His name is James Donaldson? What a nerd, you know?
Out of a ghost kitchen. Storefronts that have no physical presence, whose food is made and served out of other existing restaurants. I mean, who would have guessed that this would be a terrible idea?
I think it was a nice idea, but it makes sense that MrBeast... I mean, I guess there's probably infrastructure that people don't realize that would make this a bad idea. I feel like on face value, though, it's a nice idea. It just is hard to implement correctly more than anything else. But I feel like it's not a terrible idea. You know, the one thing you could appreciate MrBeast for is he takes risks. At least I think. And that's something that people should appreciate. You know, he takes risks when it comes to like different things that he does. I mean, he did the Beast Burger, the Beast Chocolate. Like, he didn't need to do that. He was already, you know, rich. So it's fun when people take some risks and they make things that are different. Like, especially in movies. You know, we need more of that in movies. What are we doing? We're just doing a bunch of rehashes of old movies over and over again. And it can be fun to have that, go down that nostalgia train. But something a little new and fun and exciting is always new, fun, and exciting.
Wait, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. We showed a bunch of...
What is that? That's disgusting. What the fuck?
I don't think I ever saw this one.
No, we did. There's a bunch more.
Dude.
It's disgusting.
Wow.
Who cooked this?
No one cooked it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is vile.
I mean, that just seems like they weren't doing a good job. Like, they weren't doing a good job going through like the people who were making the burger, right? Like that sounds to me more than anything else like they didn't vet. That's the word I'm looking for. They didn't vet it correctly. Because who the fuck made that? Although, what was so weird is what I will say. This was one of the really weird things about MrBeast Burger for me. Was that they send you the address. And I knew it was a ghost kitchen. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, what's the address? And I looked at the address. And the only thing that the address was attached to was an auto store. Like a mechanic. And I'm like, is this real? And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering, like, do you think that I bought food from a mechanic? Like, unironically? You know, like, that would be a little bizarre, no? Because I'm just saying, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, the location was like a mechanic place. Yeah, they were making Mr. Grease Burger. That's funny. You're funny, man. That's funny.
I wonder about this lawsuit, though, because it's like you kind of got in bed with incompetent dummy concept. Here's a concept. Anybody could cook this food anywhere in the country.
It's not the worst. It's not a bad concept fundamentally. That's literally how McDonald's does it. Anybody can cook your food, but you do have to have a very established brand, right? Like, you have to go through a lot of heavier parameters, but anybody can open up a McDonald's as long as the location is right and you assume a lot of the risk, right? Like, I think if 95% of McDonald's are franchised out different people. So fundamentally, like, anybody can make it. That makes sense, but you have to go through a bigger process of trying to vet that out. And it would have probably made more sense. You just needed to monitor it better. That's really what it boils down to. Oh, your mother's an ass. Sorry, I fell.
Do they need credentials? No. Do they need a restaurant? No.
Oh, if it was that crazy, that's ridiculous.
Awesome. Donaldson's lawsuit alleges that Virtual Dining Concepts was more concerned with expanding the line than quality control.
Yup, that makes sense. That's just greedy.
As a result, MrBeast Burger has been
Wait, who was?
Quality. Virtual Dining Concepts was more concerned with expanding the line than quality control.
Okay. I'm thinking about that. That sounds like a typical business practice, which is not a good idea. You should like do it in a limited capacity and make that successful before you start like shitting and coming. My thing is that like, how did MrBeast not Like, was he not able to have like, a conversation about that? Like, did he have how much control did he have? I imagine he outsourced it to this other company, which makes sense because MrBeast doesn't make burgers, so it makes sense to outsource. But you didn't have like how hands off were you? You know, that's the real question.
As a result, MrBeast Burger has been regarded as misleading, poor reflection on MrBeast brand,
Damn.
provides low quality products, yada yada yada.
Dude, what are you?
That being said, he has been promoting the fuck out of it until like even like a month ago. Like I watched all of his videos and it's always like it's
really
time for dinner. Bring.
He watches all of his video. I mean, I guess it makes sense, especially if a kid too. Maybe watch it there.
Out the MrBeast burger.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, you watch his videos. I'll take your word for it.
I don't know.
It'd be awesome if one of the contestants got like food poisoning.
Why would that be awesome?
Or they're like, yo, this shit's raw.
That's terrible.
Since 2020, Donaldson has used his online fame to hype up a line of fast food. Yada, yada, yada.
Actually, I'm putting back on
Virtual
slow
dining
later.
didn't respond.
Yeah, MrBeast announced that he would be stepping away from MrBeast Burger in June.
Damn.
So not.
Wait until June. Wait, what are you talking about? It's already August. August 1st. That's like next year, right? Oh, he must have a contract. Like, I'm an idiot. Like, I didn't think about this.
Not long ago.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone was like,
Last June. Okay. I'm even dumber now. How do you like that? How do you like that, guys? How do you like how stupid I am?
So here's the lawsuit. I fucking love that, dude. I'm in this shit. Let's see.
Before June, it was his last tweet about it was September.
Let's take a look. So here's the complaint. When
Damn.
Joe are you serious? Look at how this starts. When Joe DiMaggio was asked why he hustled on every play of every game, he responded that there's always a kid who may be seeing me for the first time. I owe him my best. This encapsulates the philosophy that is one of the most accomplished and prolific online content creators in the world, Jimmy Donaldson.
Did he really use that? What a lawyer. What an interesting angle. Does he have to go that hard to be like, I mean, like, yeah, I generally agree. You know, you should, keep your brand up like that. It's one of the reasons why I qualify a lot of the things I say. Even if I said like 8 times before, if I talk about a particular topic, especially like a social topic, I'll give you like a whole rundown on it. Even if that seems like a little bit of overkill, because, you never know if somebody's just tuning in for the first time. But Jesus, in a lawsuit though?
Bro, really?
That's wild.
Dude, lawyers are out of control sometimes with these briefs.
I mean, you're paying them
Joe
for that, right?
DiMaggio?
That's nuts. What is this?
I mean,
what
then
the-
why did you keep working with them for years?
Probably a contract.
All right, this is pretty great. So, well, that sucks. Finally ordered our first MrBeast burger and then realized after the first bite that it was mostly just raw meat. Fuck.
Really?
I just don't understand how you can hold them accountable when, like, you're outsourcing to just a bunch of random fucking weirdos.
That is the question. I guess it would depend. I mean, I guess I just wouldn't know the specifics of it. But like, yeah, that is the thing. Like, why? To me, it's like you guys all kind of took the L. You'd have to kind of prove that they failed, like beyond some kind of a reasonable doubt. Which I guess one of their aspects they're operating with is that they were focusing more on expansion than like quantity rather than quantity, right? They're supposed to focus more on quantity rather than quality. Excuse me, kind of like a Papa Gut video. So I guess that makes sense. Okay.
We're trying to find the rawest of the raw.
Like, dude literally doesn't know how to cook a burger. Let's see.
Cook a burger.
Wait, I was saying, scroll back up. Where's one of these quotes? I just saw in all caps, how could you do this to me, Jimmy?
Equally disturbing, many customers believe that MrBeast is personally responsible for this mess, as evidenced by statements such as how
he is to an extent. I mean, like a good leader goes down, right, with the ship, even if he's not the reason why it got downed in the first place, right? But that would be like, yeah. I mean, people are probably upset and offended. I get it.
how could you do this to me, Jimmy?
That's wild.
To me, that's giving me Cav lawsuit. There was one review that said, Ryan Kavanaugh's a fat bitch
Wow.
on Triller.
Incredible.
Ethan Klein is responsible for that.
That's incredible. I never
Okay,
thought that was
more,
it.
more. This is really an interesting lawsuit. I'm not sure about how I feel it's gonna go. To be fair, I'm not familiar with any details though. Where's the
It's in the second part, so it has two. If you go back out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. This is
Right under-
Is this just supplemental?
Yeah, it's supplemental.
Exhibit B. Oh, these are the exhibits.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's number 5, page 5.
Let's see. YouTube reviews. Oh no!
Oh no!
Not our boy
Eddie
taking the #1 spot.
Damn. Well, I never watched that video. People sent it to me like what was it called? The Deceptive World of Ghost Kitchens. I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't really know what is it. But fundamentally, the vibe I got from it was that ghost kitchens on their face. Oh come on, bro, you're fucking my butt right now. On like the face value are deceptive in general, and I just feel like it's not. I feel like it's generally fine, but I didn't watch that
The
video.
Deceptive World of Ghost Kitchens. You know, I remember his review of Beast Burger being not that bad. I remember he was like pleasantly surprised that it wasn't like a nightmare.
That
Mr.
was like
Beast.
number 1 on YouTube trending. The Eddie's video, I think. That's
Damn.
why you put it first.
We're number
Makes
3.
sense.
Let's fucking go right now, dude.
That's crazy.
Could have captured? Could you guys?
I wonder how how prevalent was it though? Like how normal was it that that raw burgers were being sold? You know what I mean? Like was it that big of a deal? Or it is it's bad, obviously. That's bad. Like was it like oh man, like a whole like was it like one restaurant or was it like 10% of restaurants were because there's a possibility that this is almost like almost like a brand saver, right? And I don't know, but if it's let's say it's a couple of one-offs and it isn't something that's super prevalent, it's because the way that YouTube works when it comes to content that becomes very sensationalized. It's also possible that that he's just trying to save face in some capacity by being like, oh, it was so bad when maybe it really wasn't. Maybe it was just kind of like okay, and they were saying it's so bad because there were some people who were critical of it. But that's almost the nature of like this kind of shit, right? Of content creation.
Please grab a better image.
That's perfect, I think.
Why?
I
Why
like
have you
that
done this? Let's take a look at the review.
How is it not open?
Powerful frame.
Thanks, lawyers.
I'll kill 30
Wait,
enemies. Okay.
the URL doesn't work? What kind of dumb shit is this?
3.
It's a highlight. Could probably find it quick.
It should work.
3.
They didn't link to it. Did these ones work? Trying the worst restaurants in LA.
There's the clip. Go look for the clip.
Mr. Beast Burger is gross. Mr. Beast Burger is a disaster. Underwhelming Mr. Beast Burger. I mean, I hate to say it, but y'all should have canceled this partnership years ago if it was obviously not working out.
Well, it probably. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe it was kind of working out, and then this turned into like almost a performative thing. Was it that bad? Really? Was it that? What was so bad about it though? Like how bad was it? You know what I mean? Sometimes you just get raw dogged. That would have worked better if it was a hot dog, but we were in this. It's close enough.
Mr. Beast Burger raw patty. Dude, I cannot believe the amount of raw food.
Listen, it makes sense though. Think about this. You're high. It's a ghost kitchen. You're part of the ghost kitchen. Okay, it's like an arts and a craft. You guys never go to the library to do arts and crafts before. You never sign up for a library class where you do some kind of arts and craft. Like, I mean, it just seems like you guys don't get the whole. You guys are just not getting it. You guys just don't get it. You're supposed to do some of the work yourself, right? Like you're already eating the burger. That's already work. You might as well also kind of like make it too. And then you'll know you like it, right? Mr. Beast. That's now that I'm thinking about it. Why did Mr. Beast just sell these fucking burgers in like supermarkets? Just sell it in the supermarket. That makes more sense to me.
Food people are getting.
Raw.
Oh.
Raw.
Well, they got 85 pages of this shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, and now they're going.
Meticulously argued document.
Now they're going a little bit down.
Who's that guy? What that sounded so familiar. What was that?
meticulously argued document.
Oh, I think it's Dark Viper. Is that who that is? Is that who we're talking about?
Now they're going a little bit down. Sad that MrBeast would put his name on this. This is a 1-star review, guys. So disappointing. Fries were supposedly seasoned, but tasted like soggy, bland fries straight from the freezer section.
Well, also think about this, though. Here's one thing I will say. I think it's something to consider. You're not getting good fries if you're ordering them. I mean, this is the problem. Let me tell you something. I have a diner by where my mother lives. That's where I used to live, right? Because I live with my mother. I don't know if everybody else has ever lived with their mother. But I remember going there and I'm like, wow, I haven't been there in a while. It was like so good. I'm like, wow, this is incredible. Like, let me go back. I think a week later, I decided to order it. Decided to order it, pick it up. You go there, you pick it up, whatever, you get home. It's soggy. Like the fucking, it's because it's called the condensation or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be good. So you can't expect good fries if you're going to get them to order. You know what I mean? You got to go to a real restaurant if you want to get good fries because they're just sitting in their own heat. They're steaming up. It's not going to fucking happen, man. It's part of the problem.
Nashville hot spicy chicken sandwiches was nothing like the picture. No spice and was poorly put together. Dude, what the fuck?
You know what the problem, though? I remember in the video that I reacted to, when we ordered it, you couldn't order, like, some of the food, you just couldn't order it plain. It was so bizarre. It was just so bizarre, and it was frustrating. Oh, I'm going to die. It was bizarre and frustrating. I was like, oh, I want to try this chicken sandwich, but I don't like a bunch of bullshit on it. I like to, I go to the restaurant, I say, hey, let me get a chicken sandwich or a burger, but nothing healthy on it. I like to say that. And then the waitresses and waiters always laugh. They giggle, ha ha ha, right? Because I'm funny, or because they want a good tip. But it doesn't matter because I'm funny, and it fuels my ego. And my wife always rolls her eyes. So,
fuck, why are you including that?
Yeah, that
reviews?
shit, like,
desperate, weird shit.
yeah, that's weird. Like, uncooked meat is like dangerous. Like that.
What? Really?
If you have reports of people saying like, hey, I got a burger and it was like basically raw, that to me seems like compelling.
Call it off.
Right, but like it was not enough salt. It's like that's not that's not actionable.
I'm suing them. Not enough salt, damn it.
That picture though is
what the fuck is this?
Looks like cardboard.
No
What the
shot.
hell?
Someone delivered that.
There's no way that's. It's hard to believe that that's even real. Like, really, that happened? That's crazy. That looks disgusting. There's no way that that's real. I can't even believe that. It's hard to believe.
Worst burger I've ever had. Patty was completely flat and looked like rubber. Tasted like rubber. I had to throw it in the bin. Holy fuck.
There's just no way.
That's crazy.
I don't think I've ever seen a burger that bad.
No, never.
I feel like these ghost kitchen creators are just taking a piss at everyone, just buying their shit. It's just.
I think the ghost kitchen thing is like a dead meme at this.
But there's no way. Like, I wonder what these ghost kitchens are doing parameter-wise. Because I said it before, but you want to know what? They should probably make it a thing where you have to buy the food from MrBeast in some capacity. Like, hey, you have to buy all the ingredients from MrBeast because here's the way I'm seeing. Here's the potential problem I'm seeing. Okay, we work for MrBeast. This is the parameters that he puts us under. We have to use X, Y, and Z meat. That's what we're supposed to use, and whatever. The problem, I'm gonna fucking die. The problem is that like they could just decide not to use that type of meat and to save money, right? It's like, well, we'll save like 10% on every order if we don't use a specific meat. So make them buy the meat from you to use, and this way they have to use it, right? It makes it easier to make it so that they have to use that specific meat if they have to buy it from you. They've already bought it. You know what I mean? It makes it's like, well, I already bought it from this guy, so I guess I got to do it. That makes the most sense to me. Maybe I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
I sometimes see them when I'm ordering from like Postmates or whatever, and you can always tell which one's the ghost kitchen because it doesn't have real photos. It's just like stock photos.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them here, I feel like.
Look at this shit.
I feel like I
90%
saw
of
Dude,
them.
you could die from that.
Look at this. Raw
Wow, that is very raw chicken. Holy fuck.
chicken.
Yeah,
My
see, that-
7-year-old ate into this raw beast chicken sandwich.
Oh,
You know what I will say though? Okay? That's a little bit of an American problem because for some reason, my understanding is in like England, they get like a what is it called? The vaccine or whatever for salmonella. We don't. I don't know why. We should just make it one of our vaccines. I'm not sure why, You know, maybe that's why English people have those weird teeth, and maybe that's why we don't do it for vanity's sake. I don't know, but it does seem interesting.
You know what the bacteria infection you can get from that?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is why you don't outsource something as important as food. I mean, food is important, right? We fucking
yeah,
put it in our
so.
bodies. We got to make sure
Not me. Never.
that we know what's going on.
you ever watch Bar Rescue? With John
Who does-
Taffer.
who has it?
Taffer.
Dude,
John
they need
Taffer.
John Taffer in here to fuck some shit up in those fucking ghost
For
kitchens.
sure.
Damn,
There's a lot
cursing.
of raw chicken. There's 3 of them.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
Taffer would.
Ew, 4. Look at that shit, dude.
Wow.
disgusting.
That's crazy.
So vile.
What you know what though? What's I know this is gonna be weird. I'm kind of impressed that MrBeast even was using like actual I'm surprised. I'm like impressed that he was using like actual chicken. I would have thought that it would have come. I thought that it would have come like pre-made or something. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm actually kind of impressed that he wanted to do like actual real raw chicken. So that, you know, if it was actually cooked, it would have been quality. So
No.
okay.
TikTok reviews.
The way he was holding that burger, just fucking gripping into it. I think.
Which one? Oh no, that's such a sad realization. That's tragic. It's like I'm gonna die.
Wait, how did he even get the picture like that? He's got both of his hands around it like a fucking small steering wheel. I don't get that. How did he pull that one off?
Chicken tastes a little rubbery, huh?
Yeah.
And you know the
Yeah.
chicken that comes from Beast Burger ain't in tip-top quality
Oh
shape.
no.
Why not?
Okay, cool. Well, good luck, I guess.
MrBeast tried to kill me. MrBeast tried to kill me, bro. That's what it came down to.